It's March 2nd, Friday, every time. This is gonna be right here today because it has some natural light and I don't feel like moving it and then wasting energy. Some sad news, I lost my Fault in the Fault in Our, no, not the Fault in Our Stars, The Star Won't Go Out band last week. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it saddened me. Saddening is a verb. Sad, to make sad. Anyway, enough rambling. Books I've read this year. Obviously, I read. Okay, a bit of information first. In my English class, we're expected to read like 100 pages every week, and then every other Friday we have like this thing due that like make sure we read it and we write about the author and stuff. It's lots of. Well, it's boring really, but I was planning on reading this for one of those books, but then I ended up reading it in like one night, so I didn't really want to just like bring it in, show her that I read it, and like I don't know. But anyway, I read this and I liked it a lot. Book Looking for Alaska. I got it for Christmas and I read it again and I really like it. So yeah. I'll show you this book first. I read this last month. No, 2 months ago now. I liked it. It was. I also read this book. So I was reading And Zombies first. Everybody was like complaining that it like ruined it, so I went back and I got this and read it, and to be honest, they're pretty similar. Like, I don't know. They were pretty similar. I read this, Leviathan. My friend gave it to me back in November, and then I just ended up reading it last month, and I really liked it. I read this, the second book, and then I'm reading this one right now, the third book. But I read the second book, and do you remember 2 weeks ago I told you I was sick? I don't know if I told you that, but 2 weeks ago I was sick, and I read the second book in 2 days, and that's like 400 pages. So yeah, I've been reading a lot lately. It's basically like World War II, World War One, but instead of like guns and trench warfare and stuff, one half of the battle uses like these fabricated animals, and the other half uses like machines. It's really good, actually. You should read them if you're interested. My yet to be read pile, Shutter Island. I started reading this freshman year. We have this thing called CSAP in in Colorado. It's just like standard tests. I'm sure you have it, something like that. I started reading it after I'd finished my tests, but I never got around to finishing it. So yeah, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, H.G. Wells' 7 novels, Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales, The Gospel of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, The Complete Sherlock Holmes, and Charles Dickens' 5 novels. I really like these classic books. They're like leather-bound and they're nice. Anyway, I also have several Stephen King books over there that I want to get around to reading, but I'm running out of time. So, Janine, I'll see you on Monday, and I like this topic. Janine picked it, right? Yeah, so bye. Hey guys, so originally I had like a minute-long spoiler that spoiled a lot of John Green stuff, and I didn't like having that in there, so I just cut that out, so I got myself a bit more time. All these books, I'll tell you a little bit of my, Pride and Prejudice, and then pretty much this whole pile here, except for Shutter Island and H.G. Wells, I got in one night. I got this Barnes & Noble gift card for Christmas, and I went a bit crazy and just bought a bunch of books. I gave one to my friend because it was his birthday or something like that. Yeah, so that's just a bit of information in my Stephen King books. I didn't bother to get because I'm pretty sure they're structurally needed for my TV stand to stay together. But last year I had this thing where I like to go into Goodwill and just get any Stephen King book I could. So I have like 5. Yeah. Bye. Janine, Monday. Yeah.